Hey there, my friends. How you doing? Today's podcast is brought to you by Sperm, that cool, refreshing drink. You gotta love it. I know Ed does. Ain't that right, Ed?
I got nothing.
You got nothing. I got nothing too, man.
I got nothing for that one. Flat out style, buddy.
Let me tell you. I was in there just a few seconds ago with the wife, and I was watching the intro, or let's say the catwalk, when they're all coming into the music award show. And I told her, said, honey, now I know how it feels. None of them people on there look like me. I just didn't know what to do with myself. So I decided to come in here and talk to y'all. What's everybody got to say in here? Somebody says, here we go. Well, here we are, by God. And also, Gil, want to thank you for stopping in and starting the thing off right. And with that $999.99 super chat, thou doth rock, my friend. I can go get me a 12-inch TV now. And I'm gonna. You know how much them old ones cost? You can't find them anymore. Them black and white ones, 12 inches, just set up on top of your other console TV. You use one for the picture and then the other TV for sound. It's a beautiful thing.
Have you ever had to do that in your life? Because I have.
Oh, many times. Yeah, and you have to go up and kick the TV like Dad used to just to make the damn thing work, and have somebody stand behind you with the rabbit ears or with the aluminum foil, and just to make sure the game comes in good. And yeah, I think we've all been there, haven't we? Had to do that one TV on top of the other one. And what sucks is sometimes it would go the wrong way, and you would have to use the little bitty TV for the picture. Now that sucked.
Yeah.
And you're using the sound from the big console that looks like the size of your couch. And always you had the great big spool that used to be for all the, wiring at the construction site, and that was your kitchen table. Anybody in here have the spool when they first moved out? Got your first joint with your buddy?
I had it in the lawn.
Oh, for your patio furniture?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a spool, and I actually got it because the linemen were doing the lines on the street out on the road, and they had a couple of them laying there, and they were going to load them on the truck. And I go, can I have one of them? And they go, yeah, we really can't. We're not allowed to give these away. And the boss come out and goes, fuck, let them take it. And we don't have to load it.
Ricky's saying, I can remember my dad sending me to the drugstore with the tube. Oh, yeah. Replace the bad one. Remember the tube testers?
Yeah, at the drugstore.
Yeah. You go in there and just plug it in, see if it was any good or not, tap on it or whatever. And you actually had TV repair stores, or you would have a TV repair guy that would come to your house.
Did you ever open up the back of the TV and touch the wrong thing?
Oh, man. Give me a perm a couple times.
Oh, I learned the first time. I did not, don't play around in there, buddy. What a jolt. And I mean, it was unplugged.
Oh, yeah. It didn't have to be plugged in, man. That thing harnesses some electricity stored in there. Man, I'll tell you what I used to do. After a while, I found out that those alligator clips weren't only for smoking dope. They actually... Duncan's like, they're not? No, they've got another use, man. You hook wires to those things, and you go get your
nipples.
Yeah, connect them to your nipples. I would actually take those and connect speakers all in a big series.
Yeah.
And the speakers I would get from televisions. I would get them from cars out at the junkyard. And I would take them all out of the stereo systems in the cars. and I would just sit there in my bedroom and hook these little bitty 5-inch speakers and 6x9s and 69s. And I would hook them up to my big old Ampeg V4 tube head, 100 watts of raw, unbridled tube power. And one after another, just blow them speakers to shit. Man, I mean, they'd sit there and just, shake under the pure power of it.
You can smell them right when they're ready to go.
It's like they're getting ready to catch fire. And that was the cool part, man. Just starting to turn the juice into there and just, you can see the flame getting ready to happen. It's like you don't even have to play. Oh, man, that's some good times right there. Hey, and going to give away a shirt today. I hope. Don't anybody start answering yet because you have no idea what the hell I'm doing. Okay, so that's something later. What do we have here in the chat? Anything, my friend? We still have John saying, here we go. We haven't went yet. And I want to remind you folks, hey, if you ever want to show up early and ask some questions early and miss the sperm jokes and us talking about our old televisions and spools, you can get here early and ask some questions, and hey, we might have the answer, maybe. And might not be about Tonewood, maybe.
49 watching. Hit that like button, guys.
Yeah.
50 watching. Please hit the like.
And they missed out on the sperm. See, they're here too late, and they missed out on the sperm conversation.
Well, they're showing up because we're up to 55 now, so you better talk about something.
Okay, let's talk about Naomi Judd. I was right on that one.
You were right.
I did not pick the winner of the Kentucky Derby, but I picked the circumstances of how that went down.
Cause of death.
The cause of death I had right down to the barrel.
How about congratulating Ukraine at winning the Eurovision Song Contest this year? Who would have thought that was coming?
They won something?
The Eurovision Song Contest.
The Ukrainian singer?
Well, the Ukrainian band won the Eurovision Song. I'm wasting my time with you folks. You Yanks. you know Europe. Europe is that place outside of America. I mean, I know you guys aren't really too sure about places like that, but they do exist.
Thought you're up, man. You had to go take the bat, and you're getting ready to hit the ball. You're up.
I'm talking to damn fucking Yanks. What do you expect?
Ricky Compton bought a Charvel San Dimas Warren D. Martini USA custom shop today for $1,500. He said he couldn't pass it up.
No, you cannot. So send it over here. I'll send you a shirt just like this one if you'll send it my way. You guys notice there's not like a dude on this. It's got like a 52 Telly and an old tweed amp. And if you guys, again, go check out the merch. Link below. There's like over 356 designs now. Something like that. You can even get Big Eddie smoking a doobie as of yesterday. Yeah, you can get it. You think I'm kidding. No, man, the guy is plastered. He's one nap away from a coma. Speaking of a coma, how you doing, Ad?
Huh?
What?
Here's what Rob Payne says.
Goddamn Yank.
Talk about today's music. Anything you like. Are they still making music?
No, they're not. They're making streaming stuff. Does vinyl still exist? I think it might.
Yeah, it does. If you're an artist that sells enough records that they'll do it for you.
Oh, so if you sell more than what?
Vinyl's having quite a bit of a comeback. I know a lot of kids who actually like playing stuff on vinyl.
Really? We have audio
my,
files?
my daughter loves her vinyl collection. Unfortunately, because they've not brought up in that generation, they have no
Right.
fucking clue how to use a record player. But never mind.
I saw a magnified times 1,000 record yesterday, and it actually shows the left side and the right side grooves, and the needle, down inside there. The needle looks like a spaceship size thing down in between there, and how all that thing works. And it's like, well, I can see how you could actually wear an album out. People, how they talk about, oh, I wore that sumbitch out till it was smooth. But man, I've never seen such a thing. It says flowers are trippy. Ed don't like me.
I don't even know you.
Maybe he's got a new name.
Jack White. Yeah, Jack White's been doing vinyl for a long time.
Ricky Compton, he had the Curtis Mathis TVs and the Zenith big console. Zenith, that's a name I haven't heard in a while. What's a good set of hi-hat cymbals? The Felices right back here. Yep, electronic, man. Can't beat it. You're not going to crack them. Not too easy. Let's see what I'm looking at. There's the Charvel. You lucky bastard. Let's see. I got all 3 of my YouTube accounts on. Come back here and hit the like button from each one of them. There you go. That's how you do it. The whole count inside the chat right now is a farce. It's got Will Galvin and his 6 names. It's got... Oh, I had to do it if you're in here, Will. Sorry about that. No, I'm not. I had to say it. Hello, fellow guitar maniacs.
Sorry, not sorry.
Ricky, he's going to get some merch. Man, go look at it. There's some sick shit. If you need guitars, I picked out all the best ones on there, and I picked out some bad ones. I put some Paisley stuff on there. I even put basses. And of all flipping things, I actually picked out a Gibson or 20 and stuck them in there too. For you kind of people. Yeah, you know who you are. Let's see. Oh, a message was retracted. It says even the newer bands are putting out vinyl releases. Oh, there's your Jack White thing. Oh, Timothy's talking about his dad had brought him up collecting 8-track. Now there's something you want to collect.
Here's a question for you, Scott, from someone.
From someone. Is that their name?
Yeah, Scott, what is your opinion of amps like the Katana and the Spark? Tons of effects and run through a phone app, mainly practice amps, but some people are gigging with them.
Could not tell you. Sounds like a question for Philip McKnight.
Do you want my opinion on that?
Yeah, lay it on me.
Never, ever, ever buy anything that has connected to a phone app. Never.
That's probably true.
Because phones, they change every year. Phone apps disappear, and you never be able to use them again. Your piece of equipment will probably be useless in 5 years. Simple as that.
It won't be useless, but it'll be useless using the phone amp.
Yeah, it won't have the functionality that you originally intended.
The amp right here, this what the fuck is this called? The G deck from Fender. They don't even support on Fender anything in it. It's one of those same type of amps, modeling and blah blah blah. My main amp is a modeling amp, but it has nothing to do with phones. But yeah, just like Duncan was saying, I mean, it's got places for the phones to plug in, and you can go get all the download all the lovely sounds you want. But no, you can't. They don't exist anymore.
Yeah, but the thing is, people like vintage guitars, like your 1957 Gibson, blah blah blah, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Now, can you imagine if you were using the technology in 1957 to make it work? Now,
True.
it
Same
would
thing.
it would be impossible. So you imagine if you buy something now, it will never be vintage if it's using phone apps or anything like that. It will just be trash.
Yeah.
You know what? Just go
How
ahead.
many people in 20 years will be excited to open up a barn and find a Hyundai accent in the barn?
Find a Ford Pinto out there. Hey. I was in the bathroom just a few seconds ago, right before we came on, and realized I was holding a relic, a piece of vintage gear. It's amazing.
What, your
I am
underwear?
vintage gear.
Yes. No, actually, I had just grabbed the guitar off the wall in there and decided to start playing it. For those who do that, I have seen that. People actually hang musical instruments in their bathroom where they take a shower. Man,
I
you
got-
have your guitar
I've got my
necks have to
toilet.
be-
I've got my toilet seat guitar hanging in our bathroom.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
The toilet seat?
yeah, the squit splat Strat.
That sounds so yummy.
Oh,
Here's
it's so nasty. I made it all like moldy and horrible and looking.
I was going to ask
great.
if it was
Yeah.
chunky style.
Yeah.
Here's a question, Scott, from
Okay.
Rock Kane. What are the top 5 bar songs for a rock country cover band to play these days?
These days, same as they were 40 years ago.
Blue
See,
Eyes
you're-
Crying in the Rain, Folsom Prison. She
Keep on
started
going.
loving him today. He stopped loving her today.
Keep going.
I don't know.
And then you got to go on the other side and you got to do Freebird, Sweet Home Alabama, Cocaine, Taking Care of Business,
And old time
and
rock and roll.
Old Time Rock and Roll. Oh, and Keep Your Hands to Yourself.
Hands to yourself.
I thought it was like
and
Rawhide.
Achy Breaky Heart.
Rawhide,
Rawhide.
Stand by your man.
Stand by
Then Rawhide
your-
again.
and Rawhide. It's never going to change, dude. It's going to be the same. I have always thought, and it could happen very easily, and it almost kind of did. With one band I was in, there was 4 set lists pasted up on the wall, or however they had fixed them to the wall. And that was probably from the band before us, the week before. But we thought about doing just the same sets that were already hung up. It's like, why not? Because we all do the exact same fucking songs. If it's got 3 chords in it, we're going to play it. You know that.
Yeah, these guys left us a set list. They did all the thinking for us.
I know. And it's the same shit. If there's something on there we don't know, we'll know it before the night's out. We'll put a quarter in the jukebox and learn that 3-chord song. Man, imagine how easy they would have had it had there been little iPads and little devices, that people stick on there for the lyrics these days on their mic stands, to sit there and just read all the stuff back then. Just any song you wanted to do, man, just, it's 3 chords.
Yeah, you could like a karaoke. You could just call up any song
Exactly.
on your iPad. It will
I
have
gotta
all
know
the
that,
lyrics
of
and all
course.
the little pictures to tell you where to put your fingers.
Yeah, all that.
I played in a band with a guy that was a bass player that was also
No way.
that was the lead singer, and he made a box that looked like a wedge monitor.
No way.
He cut a hole in the front and put a clear plastic piece of plastic window in it.
You're getting me hot.
He had paper scrolls where he wrote all his lyrics, and he had handles, and he'd crank the handles on the rolls, and his lyrics would scroll up to the next song.
No way.
The problem was you had to play every night. You had to play in exactly that order, because And if you told him, no, let's do this one, he'd go
Have to roll through it and go back.
Scrolling his thing. And it was kind of cool. He made a
It sounds like a biblical joke.
Teleprompter. And it was kind of cool, other than he had to bend down and scroll the wheel, and it kind of looked kind of corny.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say he had like some really cool like foot pedal that drove.
Yeah, like you ride a bike and
motorized. And there was nothing motorized. The guy's name was Dale.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. I know Dale, or used to know Dale Sr. He had a unfortunate accident
with a wall.
The Fender G deck ain't bad. That's right. I actually enjoy the thing. It's the country version. It's got a brown paisley covering on it, leather rawhide. Oh, there's Give Me 3 Steps, Roadhouse Blues. What's this? How about the one about a truck? Yeah. Hey, Clive's in here. God, we got people sneaking in from all across the border.
Not from Europe, you're not.
Who is?
After you've insulted the rest of the world, they're not coming in here now.
Rob Payne says our singer writes lyrics on poster board. We used to do that and just lay them on poster board. And then the older you got, the bigger the print got on the. But I was always lucky that I could memorize lyrics really quickly. So
you do that. What I can't, where it is, or where is it? Only a bass player would make a homemade analog teleprompter. Isn't that about right? That's a Glenn Fricker thing.
Jody 676 asks.
What do you ask?
Hey, quick question. Guitar that you would want but haven't got yet.
Oh, hell. Like ever in my life, I've never got it.
I guess I'll go with that.
I guess. God, is there anything? God, dude, what is there? You would know, Ed. Have I ever talked about anything I haven't got yet?
A Gittler for shits and giggles.
Yeah, just think of something that you've never had. I can't think of it.
Oh, the Gittler?
Oh, a Gittler, yeah. I wouldn't want one.
I wouldn't want one either.
I said for shits. I said for shits and giggles.
I mean,
for that,
I mean, I've already got the most practical guitar in the world right here.
That's pretty.
Yeah, the ESP. It's amazing. If anybody wants to learn anything about whammy bars and what the blocks are and how to set them up, right there it is.
Sinful. They're at an angle. Sin.
And it stays in tune. Yeah, you talk about guitars that they used to leave the backs off of all the time. Yeah, there's a company called Traveler now that makes exactly this, but with a headstock that's shaped like a penis. I actually got all over them. I was like, ESP makes those guitars, dude. You're going to get a big lawsuit against you. And they're like, ESP said we could have it. Which I could see. But yeah, I brought that guitar out just in case. I mean, plus just to show that I've had everything I could ever want if I have that. It's just downhill from here.
All I need is this ashtray.
And my dog. Okay, I don't need my dog. Okay, what would I actually want?
Another Rain song.
I would like I'd like another rain song. I would like an emerald carbon fiber acoustic electric, and I would like to have a Rickenbacker of all flipping things that was not made by Rickenbacker or Rickenbacker. 4001 or a 4003, they're the same fucking bass, but with no pick guard. One that don't play like one because they play like shit, they sound like shit. So no pick guard and just a set of jazz bass pickups in it. So I just think they're the coolest bass looks wise to ever be made. But we'll tell Geddy Lee, that sucks ass. We'll tell Paul McCartney too, that sucks ass. But yeah, that violin bass didn't sound any better, the Hofner. But yeah, that's what I'd like to have, those two.
Danny
Hey,
Alexander,
hang on, I'm in the money machine. I'm reaching. Who sent that, Ed? I'm grabbing.
Danny Alexander.
Danny, thank you, buddy. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. I know, keep my day job. See, who got, the alien guitar. Thanks, Danny, man. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm going back and reading. Is there a doll you prefer? Anybody prefer one? Sir Ed?
The only one I got an old one called Mixcraft that I use, but doesn't really work that well with newer computers. I bought the Scarlet, and it came with
that's what I'm using, the Focusrite.
Yeah, it came with
Scarlet
a version of Pro Tools that I don't use often enough that every time I fire it up, I got to relearn how to do it again.
Yeah, same thing here.
And that much lately, I've concentrated on playing in the band and just sticking a camera in front of us.
Yeah,
Logic Pro for me.
Logic.
Yeah. Or GarageBand if I'm feeling dirty and free and cheap.
Is it logical?
It's very logical.
Rick Nielsen would love that guitar. Yeah, Rick has some amazing guitars. That's something I would like to have, a great Hamer guitar from back in the day, and something by Robin Guitars.
I remember Robin guitars.
Yeah, they had some cool shit.
I got caught Robin guitars in.
You got what? Cock Robin?
Caught Robin guitars and had to go to jail.
Oh, you got caught robbing guitars. Have you seen the video of the guy that was actually, I don't know if it was a pawn shop or a music store, but he was stuffing guitars down his pants? Yes. Shoving the neck of the guitar down in his pant leg in the body of it where his dick is. And he walked it out of there with a stiffy, but he didn't quite make it. But he walked out limping, but he walked in fine. Let's see. Let's see. I know everybody. Oh, got Cubase user. The Cubase. I actually have that as well. I hear my wife coughing.
When I was
Cakewalk, it's free. I've got that on there too. I got so much shit on here.
When I was a teenager, the local music store got robbed, and he was a Gibson and Fender dealer. And it was in the newspaper, and they told about it. They cut a hole in the back wall because it was,
Oh, that's called a glory hole, Ed.
Yeah, well, they went in there and they stole a bunch of guitars, and it was right in the paper. My dad read it, and this guy, I won't say his name, but he comes over to my house, and he was pretty well known for being shady.
Pretty well hung for being in the glory hole.
He had 3 brand new Les Pauls in the trunk of his car. Hey, man, you interested in a guitar? And my dad walks out and he goes, where'd you get those? And he goes, I got them from a guy. And my dad goes, get out of here now.
Don't worry about it.
Hey, SF950.
Oh, hey.
Mike Goodman, 1999, 1999.
I remember that song by Prince.
Scott, you get more T-shirts.
I do get to buy more T-shirts. We got 2 of them in. Oh, there's SS, and we got Mike as well. Thank both of you guys. Much appreciated, buddy.
Ricky, I don't know. I don't stop at the rust areas in Ohio.
You don't?
No.
Thanks to both of you guys. Appreciate it. It buys more T-shirts for me to give away to y'all. And I have a certain amount ready for my next few 2, 3, 5, 8 shows. And you don't know how we're doing it yet today, but we're giving away one to somebody. By gummit, it's going to have it.
Me.
Yeah. These guys don't have any yet. Duncan and Ed don't have fucking T-shirts yet. So you guys gotta buy them some T-shirts. I haven't even. You got what?
A mug.
You got a mug. I've seen your mug. I wouldn't be bragging about it.
I bought a T-shirt the other day, but it's got Star Wars on it, so I don't think that counts.
Sweet. And again, speaking of sweet, once again, thanks to everybody who's been donating for the merch cause. Everything has been going back into that for everybody else. So,
question here, Scott, pretty important one from John Pearson. Lessons. Are the beginner lessons in your 200-hour deal intended for a player starting from scratch?
Some are.
For my 13-year-old grandson.
Some are. They go from beginning to as far as you would care to go, I would imagine. After you get to the point at the end, you're definitely gigging already. But yeah, they start from pure beginner stuff on acoustic things. I actually even have them for children that are like age 5, 6, 7 on there, actually teaching you the Marietta Little Lambs all the way up to anything you can imagine. There's probably at least 100 songs on there for just strictly acoustic stuff and how to play just the most basic strumming, basic chords, how to get slightly past that, and on and on. So there's nothing that is skipped. So yeah, anything you could possibly want, it's on there. And there are other instruments as well, should they get interested in, like, say, ukuleles or pretty much anything. Even if you play this little bitty guitar, if you play a little guitar like this, or a mandolin, whatever it is, it's got lessons on there for that. So if they may stray away from guitars, got you all hooked up. So yeah, the answer is yes.
And they're all available through channel membership.
Channel membership. What's that? Duncan, what's a channel membership?
Channel membership. That's where you join the channel and become a member. It's just showing your love for the Dr. Groovy and all his stuff. By being a channel member, you get access to some of his videos. You become a higher tier level. You get access to more of his videos. You become the highest level. You get all of them. And the really super highest one is just saying how much you love him. No one's actually signed on to that one yet because no one fucking loves him that much. So maybe somebody does. I don't know. Maybe his mother.
I love me that much. I'm narcissistic.
Yeah, you should become a member. So yeah,
I am a member.
And it's a monthly thing, so you can sign up if you want to have a check out, see what's available, and yeah, you can always unmember if you wanted to.
Unmember, yeah. And how many we have? We have unmember.
We have some members and no members yet. They've all stayed members.
We got members scrolling across the bottom, or scrolling.
Oh, look at the minute. There's me at the front. I was the first one, so fuck everybody else.
Okay, so that was John Pearson. Okay. Hey, Hairy Nuts. Hey, I see your Hairy Nuts. There's a thing down below here. It says join. I guess that's where they join, huh?
That's exactly where they join, and it will indicate when you click on that, it will tell you what the membership levels are like, and eventually, we'll be doing channel membership only streams. So when we have enough members to actually click and join one of those, that would be
Facilitate
great.
such a thing. Yep.
Yes, because I think if we did one now, it would just be us three. Yeah, but we'll see how that goes, and also in the future we'll be able to do discounts on merch as well. So
Exactly.
but we can't do anything until enough people become members. You know, it's up to you guys. The more you guys do, the better the channel becomes. That's all we can say.
That's right. Be able to put out, like you said, discounts on merch and stuff, and be able to give you codes for that if the stuff takes off at all. So when I said there is actually about 30 or 40 different designs, this is one even. You don't have to have Ed if you don't want him, but I love Eddie. Look at Eddie. This is the one we're giving away today. Isn't he beautiful? I'm not going to tell you what size it is.
It looks like a marquee. What are you talking about?
I know it is a marquee.
It's huge.
It's the shit that didn't fit me. That's how these get over here. It's like, fuck, that don't fit. It's too goddamn tight.
Hey, I got another question for
That's
you.
just how much they vary in size. No, teasing. They actually run dead on. Wow, Ed.
Nathan Boone, thoughts on putting a dumb fucker in the neck position of a Telecaster?
Oh, a dumb fucker in the neck. If you're going to put it anywhere, that's where I'd put it. I wouldn't put it in your rear. I'd put it in your neck.
Well, some have too.
I have a dumb fucker pickup in my Telly-esque guitar. Can you hear me back there?
Yep.
Okay. This is one of the sexiest guitars I have. Look at that. Okay, this is made by...
You're going to tell me that's a sticker?
No. This is made by Crook Guitars. They make all the ones, except for the Fender ones that he don't use, but they make all the guitars for Brad Paisley. But I have defiled it by simply putting a lace sensor in the middle with an on and off switch for it. But it was strictly set up. I put a Babix bridge on it, but the pickups are original to the guitar. It has a Kenman, I think, back here. Yeah. But if you notice, I have a humbucker in the neck. So it's a mini humbucker from, like, Firebird style. But yeah, me with a humbucker. Look at me go. So I'm all for it. If you're going to put it anywhere, that rocks. Literally. But yeah, it gives you the... it gives you that sound, all the blues and rock type sounds, and it's still clean enough to sound good because of the position where it's at. If you stick it back here in the bridge, it's going to be it's going to be honky. Did I say honky? That's a word we need to bring back, I think. I've brought back the word groovy. Now everybody's using it, and now we need to bring back, hey, honky. I like that word. But yeah, humbuckers in the neck. Yes, do it. Do it now. Maybe do one of these here so you don't have to route out so much of your axe unless it's already routed for such things. A lot of them are now, since that's a popular choice, is the mini humbucking axe.
But what about What about humbuckers at the same size as a single coil? Because they do exist.
Yes, they do.
Because then you won't have to do any routing out of your body at all.
Ooh, nice. I've got that too. I'm not going to pull it out, but the black and white guitar striped one right there has Seymour Duncan cool rail in the neck position and a hot rail in the bridge, plus 3 delay sensors in there. So it has 5 separate pickups with 5 on and off switches. So he is correct. You could just stick a humbucker size. I mean, a little humbucker that's a single coil size up in there. And if you have a regular Telly pickup in there, you can even still buy a little tiny humbucker that is the size of the little mini lipstick covered looking thing. What you got for me, Ed? Anything down here? Anybody talking about anything amazing?
Yes. Why are you like the only one that knows about the TBX tone knob control on YouTube?
I
feel
know.
like
What's wrong with people?
I feel like it should be used more often. I know about the TBX tone knob.
Yes, you do. You have it on your Strat Plus.
I also have it on my contemporary Japanese.
Oh, that's right.
We have an important question from Harry Nuts.
I love that name.
He says, I don't have PayPal. Is there any other way to join? Well, when I do channel membership or super chats or anything like that, it's all done directly through my bank account. So you just a few clicks and get your card out and fiddle around for a bit and set it up. I know it's a pain in the ass, but
is it there
but once it's done, it's done.
Is it there a credit card option?
I'd imagine there's credit card. I'm doing it through my bank. I didn't even know there is a PayPal option, but I'm sure there's lots of ways of doing it. I don't know.
I know that on my website, groovymusiclessons.com. If you ever buy anything on there, even though PayPal is the only deal on there, you don't have to be a PayPal member at all in order to use your credit cards.
Yes, you can pay through PayPal without having a PayPal account.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah.
See,
don't ask me how.
Like that.
Don't ask me how. I know.
I don't know how that works either, but they're a third party in that case, and you don't have to be signed up with PayPal in any way, shape, or form. You use any credit card any way you want, and they're goofy like that.
Shit, we'll take Bitcoin if you got it.
Ooh.
No, Bitcoin just bit the dust, man. Didn't you see that? It bottomed out to 0.
No, it did not.
Yes, it did.
Gene Simmons has sunk every last dime he had into that thing.
Well, he's a broke motherfucker right now, so
he's a $500 million at point.
You're gonna get
sunk it all in there.
You're gonna get some memorabilia from Gene Simmons, really, really cheap.
Oh, really? So,
hey, tell you what, get him on as a guest. We can get him super chats.
I can get Gene Simmons on as a guest.
Yeah,
you guys can give him a super chat thing for $6.95 total.
We heard you broke, Gene. Here's $5.99.
I want to see you get Chris Rock so you can slap him again.
Oh, he said he's starting to get his hearing back.
Wow.
His hearing has been gone this whole time.
I got another question for you.
Okay, ask me.
Rob Payne asks, how do you like Strat trem setup? Decked, blocked, or floating, and why?
Okay. This gets us in a few places, and it gives me a few guitars to point out to you and go all over the place. Generally, I will deck everything to the point of... I've got this one done that way.
It's just touching. There's nothing to deck that to.
It's decked. It's set as such with the back end that it won't go anywhere. It's got a place between the body and stuff for that it hits.
Yeah.
Decks out against the guitar. So it hits.
Yeah.
That. But I like to deck them to the point to where when I bend a string, that it will not on its own make any other string go flat. So if I bend 3 strings up, I still don't want any other notes to go flat because I play a lot of pedal steel stuff, and I do bend 2 or 3 strings at the same time when I have like a low A or a low E string ringing at the same time, and it's crucial that those strings not be out of tune for me. Not that they're out of tune, it's just that the whammy would be down. So I put my whammies right to that point. I bend, and I keep tightening up the screws until they're low strings or no strings actually bend, but so I can still use the whammy when I use the whammy bar. So if I want to use it, it's right there. It's never, just locked up. It's always able to go. It's just going to take more pressure than what I can play to make it happen. So I like it to work when I want it to work and no other time. And let's see. Except this one. I don't know why, but I keep one around that is just amazing that I float all the time. And that's this one, the Wilkinson. I always float my Floyd Roses, but the Wilkinson on this puppy, you could tell is actually floated, and it will.
Is that a plate trim or 6 screws?
2.
Okay.
So it does better. 2 screws better than 6, so they say.
Man, that's pretty.
And again, this is made by Dillion, and I just wanted to bring this up. These are the Illusion decals that are on the fingerboard. So it's just a maple fingerboard, actually, but it is a mother of toilet seat body and a mother of toilet seat matching headstock, as is.
And tonight he's giving it away.
That's right. As is the Dillion bass guitar. I've got 2 other Dillions besides these. Got the mother of toilet seat up here and the mother of toilet seat here. And I put lace sensors in this one. Changed out the pick guard, changed out the bridge, changed out this. The wiring is original. The block inlays are original and the tuners are original. But reason I broke them out, I like to break out a couple guitars each week. But reason being on the Dillions is the fact that he calls himself John Dillion, even though that's not his name. His name's John something else. And it says on the Dillion website, he has stopped making guitars now. He's just simply saying that he's too old. He's going to golf for the rest of his life. And that's that. He said through the website, which is DillionGuitars.com. And you can reach him through DillionGuitars at AOL.com. Shows you how old that is. Wait, I use AOL. You got mail. And there's some special fellows that love to hear they've got mail. It means a whole different thing. Anyway, all he's doing is just selling the rest of the bodies that are left over, the necks, just cleaning out the parts drawers, basically. So everything that comes from Korea that is left over, blah, 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 you guys can pick that stuff up for basically a song. And had I thought anything less of Dillion as a company or as a guitar, I would not own as many of them as I do. People are like, oh, that's overpriced bullshit guitars. No. I'll stand up. I'll stand by the Dillion guitars, and I'll stand up for them for forever, because I don't have a bad piece of Dillion kit anywhere. So
I got an excellent question for you. I love this question.
Okay, who's it from?
It's from Surefire.
Okay.
Hey, Scott.
I like some of the responses.
Hey, Scott, I'm playing my first gig in 2 weeks. Any advice
Cool.
overcoming stage fright?
Oh, don't overcome it. That's my advice, is don't overcome it. As soon as you do, then things kind of suck.
Be afraid. Be
Yeah.
very afraid.
That's half the fun. I can't tell you how many people have said that, like, let's take somebody from Aerosmith, let's say. Let's say Brad Whitford goes out every single night and has the heebie-jeebies or the butterflies in the stomach. It's like basically, you're still alive when that still gets to you, the fact that you're still nervous to get out there. And once you're there, everything's fine.
That's the thing. Even me, I'll have a lot of apprehension and I'll be like a total nutcase right before the gig starts.
Oh yeah, you're like, this is going to go wrong. Oh no, this is going to go wrong. The sound's not right.
You're looking at stuff. You're getting stuff ready. You're moving around.
Second guessing everything.
Once you start playing, if things are going right, it goes away. And if
it all goes right out the window.
If you're well rehearsed and you're not up there just winging it, and you're well rehearsed and you know what you're supposed to be doing, stick to your plan and don't worry about don't let it like overpower you.
You'll hear the same thing from stand-up comedians and actors. They all go through it, and they need it. It's what makes it work. The last thing you want to do is turn to alcohol.
Yeah,
I played with one guy every night before we played. 2 minutes before it was time to go on stage, he had to poop.
Oh yeah, take a dump. Yep. Something's going to come out of you.
And it's like, why do you wait until it's 2 minutes?
Why not?
Well, have you ever seen some of the toilets and some of the bars that you play in?
I was just going to mention that.
No, just a toilet in the middle of the room. No
Exactly.
door on the bathroom.
No door.
Oh.
Everybody's staring at your bits and pieces.
We should also mention, Ed, we won't mention any names, but you do know someone who used to drink quite heavily, and it was a disaster.
Who, me?
Yeah, you gigged with someone who used to drink.
That's true.
He didn't.
Well, he does. Well, he still drinks now. But you know what I mean is he would turn to drink, and of course, by the end of the night, it was just a fucking mess.
Yeah, he'd just be standing there. He'd just be standing there.
I used to puke in the back of my amplifier all the time.
All right now.
Be so wasted.
And those amps are now available at groovymusics.com.
I did. I would pull, my amp would be up on top of the road case, and I'd pull my amp forward and just start puking in the back of because I was so drunk, puking in the back where the speakers are, and just added a little moisture to the cones, Somebody asked if I was going to play the same gauge of strings for life. Yep, 9 through 42 Elixir polywebs forever and ever and ever on any guitar. Doesn't matter whether it's a Gibson or a Fender. I'm just trying to get at scale length here. Don't matter what guitar it is. That's what's going on them.
Yeah, my daughter was at home the other day. She said, "Oh, my guitar's going out of tune. I need to change the strings." I said, "Oh, I'll get my box of strings down." So I got the strings out and said, "There you go. You can pick some out of that." And, these are the Elixir polywebs. These are really nice. They're really special. Don't go up and down the strings. And
how was that?
So she, so she took those and like 3 other sets of strings. I've got no fucking strings left, but never mind. I've still got 2 boxes of Elixir polywebs, but
that's what they ought. That's what they should put on the top of cop cars instead of woo woo.
What, me?
Yeah, just put you up here. All the criminals would stop saying, "Oh fuck, just make the noise go away. Take me."
Look out! It's the pigs.
Bend over and squeal like a pig.
Contraband Joe wants to know who was the most notorious farter bandmate in your career.
Oh, holy shit. We had a band strictly just for that. Here's my pig. Anyway.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. We had a band, and it had a girl in it. She was married to the bass player. And man, we would all just load up on what were called White Castle, sliders. And these things, I know Ed knows what White Castles are.
Oh, yeah.
These things just,
With
gut
onions.
bombs. Yeah, these are just, the worst. Worse than rotten eggs, blah, blah, blah. But we would just pound those things before going on stage and just see who could gross who else out on stage. And that girl would just rip them with the rest of us. And we finally got called on it because the people that were dancing by us, making the greatest faces, needless to say,
Oh, God.
turned us into management. And this is at a hotel. So it's like a Sheraton or whatever hotel we're playing at. And the drummer, he's behind plexiglass and stuff. And when we set up and when we tore down, he did it. He would carry that plexiglass drum cage in and out with no pants on. Just had to throw that in. He just thought it was funny. But yeah, the management came up and like, there seems to be a situation up here.
People saying the band stinks.
Exactly. Man, it was rancid. And it was the funniest thing. Getting through a song was just so hard because it was just, it was not even a contest. It was just to see who could outdo who. And it's like, how did we know which direction it was coming from? It's like we didn't need a fog machine, man. It was like purple haze. More like a green funk than a purple haze. But, oh, good times.
Well, we had a sax player in our band one time, and the guy that was
did he make bubbles come out of it?
No, the guy that was the leader of the band. I don't know what he ate the night before the gig, but he was just ripping them, and it was like getting sucked into the bell of the saxophone. And it almost broke into a fist fight. The sax player was so pissed off. He wanted to beat the guy to death. He says,
he was literally eating them via the bell of his sax.
And
oh, that's beautiful, my man. Oh, John said that was tone puke when I was talking about puking in the back of my head. Oh, let's see. I'm reading. Oh, that's Duncan. It's like there's Eddie down there. It's like somebody's doing some high quality research.
Yeah, Philip Visnor is asking, have you ever played overseas?
Over which sea?
Well, any sea. The ones outside of America, I think he means.
Oh, outside of North America?
Oh, any in America, I guess.
the dead one.
Well, there's South America. There's Canada and there's Mexico and all that.
Well, Canada's not exactly overseas, I suppose. It's just over the
It's
border.
it's over a river, depending on which section of the country.
It's over lakes. It's over lakes.
It's
from
over, yeah, Lake Erie, Lake Superior.
All right, just generalize the fucking question, will you? Just answer it, for fuck's sake.
No, I've never been forced to.
I barely leave town.
I've been, but I haven't played. How's that? Never for a reason to play. Never even picked up an instrument.
Well, they don't have them in North Korea.
No, I did the Aussie thing for a little bit.
You got to go to Australia?
Yeah, that's a long way away too.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've got didgeridoos down there. You can play them.
I know. I want one. How many little clips are people going to be showing that now?
Yeah,
Hey,
someone's gonna take this this stream and clip out all your impressions and noises, and probably
Ricky.
make a song out of it. So,
Rick-
one of those like 12-hour, the sleep. What do you call those videos? That the ones for relaxing to, and it'll just be 12
Oh,
hours
yeah.
of you making noises.
What's this John saying? This YouTube thing seems like a good invention. I think it's really going to catch on. Somebody thought my didgeridoo was in the middle C. Hey, James Sanders, Jumpin' James, as Sir Gerald calls him. He's here. He did a gig this week and uploaded it to his channel. So anybody go see James.
Here's the link to it right here. I'm posting the link to his video playing at the bakery.
Oh, okay. He's getting some muffin.
But they were outside.
Oh, ever been booed off stage like the famous Blues Brothers? I'll tell you what, we were hired for that reason. I don't know how to. I know how to say this.
Is it You Can Be a Star or Star Search? What was it?
What, Star Search?
Yeah.
Did that show? Yes. Didn't get booed off.
Are you to get booed off?
No,
Oh.
We were hired on Wednesdays, downtown Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's just say because Wednesdays were a certain night for a certain group of people, and they didn't want it that way anymore. They wanted the clientele to change on Wednesday nights. So they wanted us to come in and play as much Hank Williams Sr. as possible.
Because they would leave.
Yes. They wanted us to drive out the current element. And so we'd come in and be like, what the fuck's this, man? And they would leave. So, yeah, they would boo us. So there you go.
James Sanders, $4.99. Thank you.
Thank you, Sir James. Making it rain. I'm going to stuff it in my G string. Wait, that's too far. It's funny how far it goes through there so easily with no obstructions. I'm going to have to grow a dick one of these days.
One time, I played at a punk bar.
Oh, sweet.
And we were a rockabilly band, which I kind of thought would fit.
That's what she said.
And, well, yeah, when we went to load the equipment, somebody had slashed the tires on our van.
Oh, you got your tires slashed?
Yeah, we got the tires punctured right through the sidewall, man.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
They didn't like the rockabilly thing, not one bit.
Yeah, that's a harsh review.
Yeah, for anybody out there listening, I know that's why you're here. Unless you're just here to check out my beard. Don't be scared. It's just a beard. And don't remember, the only hair I want to see between your legs, honey, is my beard. Is never, ever, ever do this. And people will boo me on this one, but never get a trailer or a van or a truck or anything that has the name of your band on it.
Nope.
Put something on there like whatever. Just don't put plumbing because they'll want to steal
the plumbing tools,
the plumbing stuff, the tools, the copper.
A happy maid service.
Yeah, put something like sewage or maid service, something to do with diapers, something like that, because they'll always steal your gear. So come up with a company if you're going to put anything at all on there. But to deter people, always do that because they'll rob you every fucking chance they can get. I know you want to walk around with, oh God, don't ever put the word express in your band or the word country in your band name. We are the Country Express. We got to talk about that someday. Band names.
You could put Chapman guitars on the side of your van. You'd
Yeah,
be safe.
Chapman guitars. Yeah, you'll be fine there. Nobody wants those.
I'm actually wearing a T-shirt from an old band, and it's on the back, so I have to look because we had a big argument about it. And
which
okay.
word? Which of those two words does it say?
No, this one just says Ghost Riders, and
Okay.
the guy went to trademark the name, and I don't know why, but he thought he needed that name trademarked, and I said you can't. It's already taken. And he goes, all right. So he trademarked Ghost Rider Express. And I said, no.
Yeah, Express or Creek or something.
Well, I just didn't want that extra word. I just thought Ghost Rider was.
Yeah, you don't need to put Express.
We don't need that other word. And so he goes, I go, you got your name trademarked. They're not going to come after us for booking it as Ghost Rider. That's
right.
Ain't nobody looking in Jefferson, Bob.
Right.
So thank God when he got the T-shirts made, he didn't have that word express on there.
Somebody was asking me, and you go ahead and talk about your band names because I think that's a whole show in and of itself.
Ricky Compton, Hazardous Material. That'd be a good name for a punk band or a metal band.
Another Dillion guitar with another toilet seat and this. Somebody was asking, what do I think of mini humbuckers?
Can I borrow that?
How many humbuckers do I need before it's too many? And guess what they do? They do this.
They split.
Yep. All three of them.
Coils.
3 single coils. There you go. Mini humbuckers into single coils. That's the way you do them. Then you always have to throw a Paul Stanley thing on the ass end. Why? Because it's fucking cool and aerodynamic and oh so good for you. Should I pull out the rest of my Dillion guitars? And did I say that they're out of business?
Yep.
Pretty much.
Well, you know, that's pretty cool. He did his thing, and he must have made enough money now that he can golf.
Oops. Okay, you can talk again. My headphones came unplugged.
What?
I said, you can talk again. My headphones came out of.
You heard me.
No, I did not.
I'll tell you what, you could whack a golf ball with that bat.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard somebody talking, then all of a sudden there was something around my ankles, and it wasn't my unit. Okay. Who's crying over here? Did Gene Simmons already have it trademarked? That's funny. Nice toilet seat. Yes. I love that whole mother of toilet seat. I'd like to know who came up with that.
Here's a good question. What's the worst food you ever had to eat on the road? I'll tell you what the worst big food.
Any food that you had to divide between 5 people.
Yeah. Well,
like a Snickers bar.
Some of the worst food we would get were when we would play these parties.
Oh, and they supplied it for you?
And everybody would bring like a hot
potluck. Yeah.
And you get some weird ass dishes. I mean, you look in that thing, you lift that lid on that steamer pan, and you look in there and you go, man, it looks like somebody crapped in there.
I've got y'all beat, though.
Okay.
Okay. I can't actually say it's the worst because
Taco Bell.
No. Let's put it this way. The people that own the club were Vietnamese. So the band had Rottweiler for supper.
Yeah, no, I would not do it.
Just to let you know. Yeah, with the little puppies in there and them skinning them alive and whole 9 yards while we either watched or listened.
Yeah,
That's for true. So,
bland rubber chicken breast.
so you have to try because that's your host.
We had this one guy that would make meatballs, and his secret ingredient was grape jelly. Oh my God.
Mr. Night Owl, did you accidentally bite the collar?
I think I got a toenail.
Yeah, I got a toenail.
I got the sphincter.
You got the sphincter? Oh God, let's give away a t-shirt.
One of my favorite sayings is that made your sphincter tingle.
Yes. Well, pucker me sphincter.
The only show where you can talk about sphincters and
Eating dogs.
eating Rottweilers. I have a Rottweiler. That is very offensive.
Ah, you do, don't you?
She's half Rottweiler and half German Shepherd.
Okay, this is the one that's being given away right here. You have to write to me at that thing down below that has my, what's I got? My email address.
Email Mr. and Mrs. Woodworker at AOL.com.
That one, yeah.
It's
What do
coming,
they have
it's
to
coming,
write?
it's coming, it's coming,
There
it's
it
coming,
is.
it's coming.
What do
It's
they have?
coming.
Right.
Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Okay, now here's the deal, kids. It's not as simple as typing in the size this time and getting it. No. I'll tell you what size it is, and then you can decide whether you want it for you or for the missus as a nightshirt or whatever. This is just the one on top. And it's an extra large. And if you wear extra large, that's exactly what you're getting. Like I said, the sizes run exact. So if you don't want it, let somebody else have it that can use it. And this is going to be a question for the ages because I know somebody's going to get it right off the bat.
Well,
James Sanders.
Make the rule that they can't say it in the chat. If they say it in the chat, the contest is screwed.
Do what?
If they give the answer in the chat, the contest is screwed.
How's that?
You said you don't want the answer given away in the chat, do you? You want them to send it to you.
Oh, no, they give it in the chat. It's fine. Just first person who says it.
Oh.
I thought it was first person to email it.
I thought you
No, just
email.
email me if you're the winner.
Okay.
Yeah, just email me if you're the winner of
And
the whole thing. And the question is one that it's all about me. It's about having known
3
me
inches.
That's 3 inches. You're being kind today, Duncan. What the hell? That's nice of you, man.
Let them get to the question.
Okay, so you have to have known me for a little while. And the question is, like I said, my wife did not know the answer to this. Okay.
Can I just say before you do this, the chat has gone dead. Everybody is hovering over the keyboard, ready.
Yeah,
to
they don't know what
snap
to
it
write.
out. They're just ready. They're just ready.
Just waiting.
Go for it.
Just waiting. Okay. Maybe even the 2 guys here working with me or just won't get it either. But if you were around in the Tonewood days or before, I changed the name of my channel to Groovy Music Lessons not too long ago, but for the first 12 years I was on YouTube, I had a totally different screen name. What was it?
Oh, that's a
For
good
12
one.
for 12 years, I was under a different name. It was just recently that I changed it to Groovy Music Lessons. But for all of that time, I was something else. There it is, right there. James Sanders got it.
I couldn't freaking think of it. I knew it.
There it is. James Sanders got it. Groovy DJs.
Yep.
So write me, James. The shirt's yours, buddy. That's right. Groovy DJs. I am a DJ, folks. And yeah, that site's still up too. So yeah, back in the day, that's what it was all called, the whole Tonewood deal and everything. And I just decided to change the name after I amassed 124,000 subscribers. Then I changed my name. Hey, that could explain it.
Yeah, where did they all go?
What the hell happened? Me and Ed and Duncan have all been going, what the hell ever happened to all your subscribers, man? Where the hell are they at?
Where are they? Yeah, 67 of them here.
Maybe that screen name change had something to do with it. It did happen right around that time that everybody jumped ship. Yeah, James, my man, write to me and I'll get you that XL here right on the top. What a man. What a mighty good man. He actually did a super chat and bought himself a shirt, basically. Everybody else did it like the wife. They thought it was Dr. Groovy and all that. But yeah, Groovy DJs. Very good. Did you guys remember?
I always called it Groovy DJS. I didn't read
DJS.
DJs, but
yeah. Pretty weird, huh? People are like, what?
Bun wants to know if you still got your Fender Highway 1 Strat.
No, I do not. It was not, Highway 1 Strat. No, I had a Highway 1 Telly as well. I'm trying to think of what was what. But no, I do not.
They were kind of like on the budget line of the American.
Yes, they were.
Like the pawn shop.
Exactly. People really want them now. They're like, man, there was a time when they were nitro finished, and there was a time when they weren't. But people are thinking that one is better than the other because of the finish. And guess what? They sound different because of the finish.
Well, it depends on the guitar strap you're wearing.
Oh, the tone strap. Yeah, and the tone polish. And if there's any Rottweiler blood spilled on it. That's part German Shepherd.
Somebody asked Robert Adams, what's your opinion on the doors?
I mean, they let a little bit of dust in here in the desert. But I mean, the doors here are pretty sound. They're not the best made, but they're still sound.
Hi, Michael Lampanese.
You're not talking about the band, are you?
I'm not, but that guy was.
Oh, he actually is?
Yeah.
It's how do I honestly answer this?
Don't you love her madly? Can you see her? Those songs were songs that every freaking band did. Love Her Madly, Roadhouse Blues. I could never get anybody to do Riders on a Storm because we didn't have a keyboard player. And I said, well, I could just go on the guitar.
Well, here's the cool thing. Here's the really cool thing. I have never in my life had to play a Doors song. I have never got a request for a Doors song. And it looks like I've gotten through life without ever having to change that. And I'm happy about that. How's that?
Okay. I always liked playing.
I find no redeeming qualities at all about the Doors. So that's how I can say it mildly. That's just me. It's one opinion out of a billion assholes.
Yeah, music is so subjective. We talked about it the other night.
I mean, I love Miley Cyrus, But the Doors, no, not so much. Spice Girls, they rock. Clapton blows.
What about Billy Bob Cyrus?
I'm just trying to piss some people off. Okay.
I'm getting pretty mad right now.
Well, I think you pissed off John's guitar barn.
Yeah, John's out of here. He says goodbye.
But
Don't let that Doors hit you in the ass. Oh, God, just fucking with you kids.
No, Clapton's not a racist. He's not. All right. He's old, okay? His brain was drug soaked until he finally cleaned up. But he's gotten weird, you know?
Why is there a Clapton racist thing going on?
Have gotten weird, and you know, hey, they're old. Give them a break.
That's like who was it? Archie Bunker.
My hero.
Yeah, he's awesome. The one with Sammy Davis Jr.
It is, man.
Clapton's a racist. I am starting to question your value.
George Jefferson used to call Lionel Zebra.
Here's Skip asking, did you ever like Jan
Ackerman?
I don't know who that is. Jan Brady, I know who that is.
Jan Brady.
That's as far as I know with somebody named Jan.
Scott, do you like Leslie West?
He's guitared.
Well, he's dead, but
yeah, I mean that was the name of one of his albums. That's where that came from.
From Leslie West?
Yes, sir.
Guitared?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes, sir. That's who originated that. Came up with that whole word. Look it up for me real quick. I bet you.
No, I'm just going to take your word for it.
No, go ahead and look it up.
I can't. Everything.
Oh, you can't because we're on here. Somebody look it up. Somebody that has a
why did the Layla solo make me nauseous? I don't know. You mean the Dwayne Allman slide part? Really?
What's that?
Hey, what's your opinion on Dwayne Allman, Scott?
No idea. I never listened to him. Have no idea. So I have no.
Holy.
Yeah, I never listened to 60s music or 70s music. Unless it was country.
Well, we talked about this one night not too long ago when, you know, I was really getting into country when it was coming back for me. Mm-hmm. George Strait,
right, 90s.
The Chattahoochee guy,
Alan Jackson, yeah.
Alan Jackson, those guys. And then country turned into frickin' hip hop.
Yeah. What's your opinion of Bill Whitbeck? Never heard of him.
Whiteback.
Don't know who it is. You ever heard of him?
Nope. What's your opinion of Yngwie Malmsteen?
A wanker? I mean, you know, he's fast and I guess he's kind of fast and he's had almost as much to eat as I have. Albert Lee, overrated. I know nobody wants to hear that, but
he never did anything for me.
No, me neither. He always was playing with Ricky Skaggs and stuff, but Ricky Skaggs could play him under the table.
And one of my favorite guitar players, and not old school one, but the lead player for Dwight Yoakam.
Okay, who were you asking me? And then I said guitarted.
Leslie West.
Yeah.
Guitared with
Somebody just looked it up. Released in 2005. Yeah. And thing is, I don't know who Leslie West is. I just know that he's the one that came up with the Guitarded.
Yep.
Because I looked it up after I thought I made up the name and found out that that's where it came from. You know, so yeah, I'll tell you all the way it is. If anybody wants to know, yep.
The way things are, according to Scott.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's so many things I just don't know, and so be it. You know, and there's a lot of things I know that nobody will ever get.
Did any of your bands ever cover Marty Robbins songs?
Oh, all of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What are your favorite Marty Robbins songs?
Big Iron.
I love Big Iron. What a story.
Yeah.
Texas redded, not clear leather, for a bullet barely ripped, and the stranger's aim was deadly with a big
iron on his hip.
Big
iron on his hip. Good stuff. Now that's music. As far as I'm concerned. But everybody has their own taste in it, and just because your taste is different doesn't mean you have to leave the chat. That's what makes us all groovy.
They're asking for a guitar lesson on Big Iron.
We can't do it. I can do it on a video, but not on here.
Yeah, YouTube,
it will just go.
Well, no, a video lesson.
Oh, okay. It'll get demonetized, but I don't know if it'll get blocked. It might.
No, it won't get blocked. It'll just get a copyright claim.
I've got a lot that were actually blocked.
I have too.
Single songs.
Sweet Home Alabama. Woo!
See, like, check this out. See. Over here, it sounds fine. Out there to y'all, it goes.
Well, it sounds okay to me, but that's because we're in a different. I'm listening through a different thing than what the YouTube is. What is that riff? I know that riff. What is that?
What's that?
Copperhead Road?
Copperhead Road, yes.
Copper Toad Chode?
Shooting my load on my Copperhead Chode. Okay, what have we missed? Who's Mike Ness? His version of Big Iron. I knew somebody named, what was that guy's name in the Monkees?
Michael Nesmith.
There you go. That's as close to as I can come with a Michael Ness.
The Meat Puppets covered Big Iron.
Right. Wait.
Did you read this?
Wait.
Guitarded, released in 1999. What's that, Duncan?
Wait. I just went back and checked the audio of you playing the mandolin. It was just as clear as a bell as it is on our Google Meets. I've sorted out the sound issues. You sounded perfectly fine.
Well, holy shit. Well, maybe try something. Yeah. Steve Earle loves me some.
Back home on Rocky Top, down in the Tennessee Hill.
However, Ed sounds like shit.
Yeah.
And yes, for Mr. Night Owl, I do dig some Steve Earle, John Prine, stuff like that.
Oh, I'll play a John Prine song for you right here. Here, hold on.
And Bela Fleck and the Fleck Tones, and you're getting right up my alley then. Yeah, somebody, Michael said it didn't blow the sound out at all.
By the way, tonight there is a total lunar eclipse.
Oh, really?
So watch out for werewolves and
the werewolves of London.
Yeah, and some other things.
Well, for Duncan, we got to watch out for them werewolves of London.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not going to see an eclipse at 2:30 in the morning.
He'd be cool if he doesn't go down to Trader Vic's.
Said mandolin sounds fine here. That's weird because I can never play it before. The mandolin actually works. Well, ain't that all kinds of skippy?
Play some Led Zeppelin.
Close.
Yeah, that's the way it was taught to me in piano lessons. Okay, let's see. Today's show brought to you by Cockstar. I could put it right there and they would think so. I've already showed it. Never mind. Wasn't last week's lessons all filled with phallic stuff as well? It's getting to be a weird session here, kids.
Oh, we were having fun talking about guitar fallacies. That was fun.
Yes.
What's the biggest guitar myth?
I think we covered that one, didn't we?
That expensive guitars are good?
That
That cheap
okay, the biggest guitar myth is since the Tonewood thing has been pretty much put to bed.
Or so he thought.
Yeah.
Or has shit the bed.
Has shit the bed. Okay, since that has been put behind me, how's that? That people actually think that each and every single chat or podcast like this must be the same as all of the others. We must kiss Glary's ass and Xavier's ass and what's all the other ones?
Harley Benton, Firefly.
Yeah, because they send you free shit. I tell them not to send me the shit because I know it's shit.
This week's show is sponsored by Aston Martin. Please send us that free shit.
That's right. Send us that free shit. Porsche, they don't make anything worth a fuck, so keep your Porsche or Porsche. Yeah, so what do we call those? The cookie cutter sites that
I call them the Amazon guitars.
Yeah, all those guitars.
Will Gelvin's got a great one in the chat. Old guitars sound better than new guitars.
Oh, don't they? There's Gelvin. Yeah. Basically, old guitars. I think we had talked about it before. Old guitars that have like really old pickups, like Fenders from 1954. Yeah, their pickups are amazing. They're degaussing. They're falling apart.
They're so mellow.
They're so mellow. You want that sound.
They call me mellow yellow.
So if you want that sound of the amazing, so sought after first year 1954 Stratocaster, then
I got one of those.
Yeah, buy the pickups.
Yeah,
buy the pickups that are.
I never play it.
Sounding like they're basically falling apart and on their last leg. I wouldn't play it either. So yeah, if you want an axe that sounds like it's on its last fucking leg, yeah, get some reissues of the 54 Strat pickups. Goodness.
There was a question here, pound for pound. Better guitar overall, the Telly or the Strat? Let me say something here right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Answer it. But the Stratocaster
is a Strat.
Can do anything.
Yes, I can. Guess what a Telly can do?
Almost anything.
Almost anything, except for that 2 and 4 position, unless you put a pickup in the middle.
But you can't
what I have done
either, unless you put a whammy on it.
Yeah, I put a middle pickup in every Telly I own.
Plus the Telecaster's a lot heavier.
It can be, yes. I've got one here that weighs almost 30 pounds.
But it's made of metal.
Well, the strap is, yes. It's made from a combine chain.
Is that the one with all the barbed wire shit on
Yes,
it?
it is. It's my tetanus
That thing will make you bleed. If you don't bleed after playing that, you ain't earned your scar.
Only Telly's bleed.
We got a couple of cool questions in the chat, by the way, guys.
A Telly is slinkier. I think Ernie Ball makes slinky strings, don't they? Now they're making 7-gauge strings for the slinkiest.
For Billy Gibbons.
For Billy
All right,
Gibbons,
what's your opinion on Glenn Fricker basically saying that the biggest difference in a guitar sound is the speakers? Hey, they're pretty freaking important.
Pretty goddamn close. He's pretty much right on it.
I mean, you play through a Johnson Millennium and then play through a Honeytone.
Yeah.
You play through that Honeytone, you might think your guitar's stinky.
Yeah, there's these really cool things that are called amplifiers and speakers.
Amplifiers.
If you got yourself a guitar that you like the sound of through an amplifier and a speaker, well, you got it pretty much covered. If you got a guitar that sounds great with everybody else playing it, you need to get better, or you need a better amp and better speakers, or better speakers only, or just a better amp and keep the same speakers.
I hate when that happens, when my buddy sounds great playing my gear and I sound like shit. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's a marriage between your guitar, your amp, and your speakers. And you might have an effect pedal or two. You might have a guitar cable that is 21 feet long instead of 20 feet long, which people think is the maximum amount of cabling that can go between your guitar and your amp without the universe exploding. But yeah, it's all just a marriage of a guitar and an amp and a speaker. It's all got to work together, kids. And beyond that, there's not much more to say. If you want a pedal in there, toss one in.
I had a 50-foot unshielded guitar cord.
50 foot.
And as I would drag it across the dance floor, my amp would go.
Were you picking up AM radio?
Uh-huh.
Were you picking up AM radio?
Probably. I've had CB radios and shit come through.
Oh, holy shit! Louder than fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I was playing at a whorehouse that doubled as a truck stop. I mean, there were lot lizards like a son of a bitch. Whenever the cops would come and raid the place, all the whores would be jumping out of the cabs of the trucks and run right into the back door, which was the entrance to the stage. So there would always be naked chicks on the dance floor just waiting for the cops to go away. And what were you just talking about?
The CB radio coming through.
All them CB radios from all them flipping semis back there. I mean, they've seen who had the loudest radio anyway, and they would all sound like They would sound like Duncan with the echo on their CB radios.
Yep.
Yeah, they would
get their modulation up.
Breaker 19999. Yeah, got a hooker.
I have no idea what you mean. No idea what you mean.
Exactly. And that shit would blast through the amplifiers at an ear-splitting level, and then the amps were mic'd. So
came through the PA.
Oh man, you would have we would be wearing wirelesses and stuff and getting all that shit. But yeah, you got 40 to 60 trucks at any given time parked within 20 to 60 feet or whatever meters away from you. See, I did one for Duncan there. I went to the metric system. And that was a beautiful fucking thing. We would actually stop playing and shut the PA down and shut our amps down to avoid having to pay a shitload of money. to buy new speakers and shit because of CBs at such levels and stuff. So yeah, so I'll stop it there. But yeah, Fricker, yeah, he's dead on that one.
Glenn, hilarious.
Now Glenn Fricker, I think, is a funny motherfucker. No matter what you guys think about him, I think, God, he's fucking funny.
He's a hairy motherfucker.
Yeah, and he gets on. Did you guys see him naked? No, he just took off his top and was playing guitar the other day.
He went shirtless. Yeah.
Yeah, he went shirtless. Now
maybe next giveaway. Next giveaway should send it to him.
Send him a shirt. Here, you dumb mother. Somebody asked him if he would shoot an intro without a shirt on, and he did. Those 4 different panels that look like the Brady Bunch, but on a budget since there's only 4 panels instead of 9. But he did, the rock thing, the thing flipping his hair and all that, but with no shirt on. It's a beautiful thing. See, I'm doing this stream at the minute with no pants on.
But he's another one. He's another one though. He's another one though that gets sent tons of free shit. But the thing is, if it's a piece of shit, he makes a video about it.
Oh, yeah.
I got this thing, and it's a piece of shit, and then he'll take a sledgehammer and go out and smash it.
Where does this guy keep coming from? Hi, Scott, do you own any Ed Roman guitars? He comes in like once. Well, that's weird because we're on here once a week. I was going to say he shows up once a week. Every week.
Ed who?
Do you have any Ed Roman guitars? Every week, I get that question. I don't know if it's the same guy or just a different screen name every week. Looks like we got us a convoy. They're all talking about semi-truck drivers.
Convoy trucking through the night. They even had a bear in the air. It had the reefer on.
Yeah. Well, anybody see any smoky bears? How about some bear smokies?
I love you, Monkey Bear.
Oh, good God. Duncan's going, what the fuck was that?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I know them. I know the song. I know the movie. But yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, there was a. So they're going to get me on this one. So there was this show about some fags and cigarettes. That's what Duncan calls them. So there was this show about some cigarettes from London, and they were doing that whole. Anybody seen any smoky bears? How about some bear smokies? And it was actually it's a fucking record. It's like people trying to do comedy on records back in the day when Cheech and Chong and all them were
I got a good question for you, Scott.
You do not. Hey, Wally.
What do you think of Jerry Reed?
I love Jerry Reed. That's a picking son of a bitch. You get him and Roy Clark together and you got some music.
I always thought every time he played with Chet Atkins.
Oh, and Chet, yeah.
Well, yeah, but Jerry just smoked him every time.
Jerry Reed will smoke Albert Lee on any day of the week. I went to an Albert Lee.
Absolutely.
I went to an Albert Lee, what the fuck you call those, seminar. What a dumbass. Yeah, maybe he can outplay me, but I doubt it.
English, you know how they are.
People are like, well, he plays better than you. It's like, I honestly doubt it. I honestly doubt it. He was sitting there the whole time. Well, your strings, they go over these things down here, like the metal things right here. They go the doohickeys. And then they go through the wires and these,
and that
sound goes through here and it comes out your speaker.
Is the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen.
And then the sound goes through here, through the wires and into your speaker. And that's how a guitar works. But first, the string has to go over this muckety muck, and I don't know the names of them, but I got a couple of these, and he's that brilliant.
Well, like I said, he's English after all, you know.
Seymour, Duncan, or DiMarzio? DiMarzio.
Come on, Duncan, chime in there.
DiMarzio.
No, on the Englishman joke. Yeah, you fucker.
Well, it says Duncan, and my dick's name is Seymour.
Seymour.
Yeah, if you want to see more Duncan, join my OnlyFans channel.
Robert talking about Roy Clark as a monster musician. Yes, he was. Check out when he's playing like a Gibson single cutaway hollow body. Malaguena is the name of the song. Don't listen to the acoustic versions, and the 12-string sucks. Just anything on a 12-string sucks balls. Yeah, I said it. But yeah, on that Gibson, and he's just thumping and popping and slapping and doing. I mean, the guy is fucking phenomenal. But Jerry Reed, yeah, he understated as all shit. You know, I like Junior Brown. I thought
Junior has kind of lost it a little.
Oh, he's lost it a long time ago. Yeah,
he I don't know if there's a physical.
His daughter was keeping him together for the most part.
Yeah,
he has a physical fuck up now that he's like went and Michael Foxed on us or something.
Yeah, but Junior Brown, I'm just doing my job. My favorite song is his. You're wanted by the police, and my wife
thinks you're dead.
It's good to see you, honey.
Okay.
You shouldn't be here instead.
Speaking of something funny, look at the bottom question.
What do you think of Cliff Burton?
Okay.
He doesn't think of him. He doesn't think of him at all.
Nope. I don't think of him ever.
I got the guitar.
Danny Gatton was a strange motherfucker. Loud as all shit. You would never want to get within 10 miles of his amp.
And he was the one that would wrap his strings around the peg.
Yeah.
All over each other and a big mess.
Yeah. The guy had some chops, but what a fucking mess of I would never want to work with the guy or beside the guy or for the guy or against the guy. Yeah, just got a problem with him. He's a mess, or he's dead, I know, but he's a bigger mess now than he used to be. But he's more of a globule than a stain, actually.
Mark Watson said, "I love Mel Tillis's Strap 'em, Mel." I don't know Mel Tillis. He had some great music, and his daughter was hot as fuck, man.
Oh, Pam.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So I just want to say we're coming up to 10 minutes to the hour.
Oh my God, we've been on here for.
I know. It's gone really quick. I just want to say at this point, it's your last chance, everybody, to throw in a super chat and show your love and support for the doc. We've just been coming here and just doing what he does, and you know he's giving away fucking t-shirts every fucking night. We're trying to support him and get him, you know, financially stable, and he keeps buying shit and giving away. So, fuck's sake, throw some support out there, will you? Go on, do it.
Well, the thing I have to bring up about Scott,
What?
Is I don't even know how far back I found your channel. It was after 1919. It was after 2010. I know that.
It was after the 1800s.
2010. It might have been around 2008 or 9. But I don't know anybody that has given away more free lessons.
Yeah, the thing is, like you say, Ed, he's generous to a fault. And the fault is he's fucking poor.
Yep. Poor as a motherfucker. I wasn't at one time, but I fucking am now.
See, people see all those guitars hanging on the wall and they think you're a gazillionaire.
Oh, those are getting ready to go away. Yeah. Time to go move into a studio apartment.
I thought you were going to move to a trailer park.
Pretty much. No, it's been changed to a studio apartment. My stepdaughter's moving into a trailer park. Well, she's actually parking her trailer in a lot. She's not going to call it a trailer park. It's at her father's house. So therefore, it's not really a trailer park.
Terry Himes. I watched a lot of those Junior Brown live feeds that he did on Periscope, and they were on Twitter.
Yeah.
And you could tell he was. I mean, he was great. I loved him. I'd watch. It was great.
Oh yeah, he was a monster.
But you could tell he was struggling.
Nowadays, yeah, he's gone. We've all lost it at some point, and some of us never had it.
Hey, what does a hillbilly divorce and a tornado have in common?
Let me know.
Someone's going to lose a trailer.
You're going to have some sucking and blowing, and then somebody's going to lose their fucking home. So who's out of here? Gelvin? Take care, buddy.
Wally in the box.
Wally in the box.
Will Gelvin. Okay, Will.
Take care, Will, man. You guys all go check out Will. I know you do. Oh, sex chat. Sex chat. Everybody get in there and get some.
Yeah, we'll remove that.
Oh, don't do that. Don't take that away from me. Oh, man. Got fucking moderators here. What the hell's going on? Who hooked that shit up? Moderation. Man, that sucks. Any other famous guitarists you think suck? Oh, tons of them. We could be on that all day long. Yeah, if you guys want to do that next week and do all the guitar players I think suck, we could do that all day long.
Just don't say David Gilmour.
I was going to put Gilmour in there, and but then I realized there was a guy that had 6 more strings than him that I had to do first. Did that go over your head?
I think so.
How many strings does Gilmour have on his mainly used guitar?
6.
Yep. So who has double that amount?
Gil way more.
Huh?
Gil 6 more.
Come on. Somebody's going to write it down before you do it. Okay, who's the best known 12-string guitar player?
I have not a freaking clue.
Roger McGuinn.
Oh, well, I know who he is. Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Keith Richard has
Yeah, fuck that
5.
guy.
Keith Richards has 5 strings. That's so fucking stupid. Anybody could take Keith Richards' place and
Why
nobody would
didn't
miss
you
him.
play a banjo?
Yeah, just play a fucking banjo, Keith. We were talking about this the other day. Fuck Keith. He's more of a figurehead than a player.
A character.
Yeah, he's a character, that's for sure. Thanks for breaking out the Mando, Scott. Hey, my pleasure. Though I didn't really get around to it, but somebody wanted it out here today, so I took it off the wall. I actually got on the stepladder and said, "Aye, I'm getting it down."
Mark Watson, the Stones concert I went to was the worst goddamn sounding thing I ever heard in my life.
Yeah, they were on the Super Bowl and it sounded as shitty as anything on there too.
Well, I heard them in the Cleveland in the 70s, and they inflated like a 40-foot fucking condom on the stage.
Yeah.
They were just terrible.
Says Keith is certainly entertaining. Yeah, being entertaining is easy.
No, he's not really entertaining.
I never got into the Stones. That's the big thing is I see Sammy Hagar doing his on the road thing all the time, trying to hook up with different people and checking, hang with people. And his question that he always asks everybody, Beatles or the Stones? That's his go-to question for everybody. Beatles or the Stones? So if he's interviewing Ted Nugent, so he was interviewing Ted Nugent.
I fucking hate Turd Nugent. I watched that one. I wanted Sammy to just go, you know what, Ted, fuck you.
Oh, they're talking about Page. I'll tell you what I think about Page. Jimmy Page. I don't listen to them. I don't listen to Zeppelin at all. None. I mean, I know a couple songs by hearing them. I've never played. I've had to play Kashmir. I've got away. I got through life without having to play rock and roll ever, but Kashmir, I had to play that. But yeah, in Dadgad. But I had a guitar that did that automatically for me. Anyway, the one thing I'll say about Page is he kept it pentatonic, he kept it easy, he kept it simple. There's nothing hard about what Page did. He's influential, blah blah blah. He's what a rock star should have been at the time. And I love the fact that his Telecaster sold more Les Pauls than anything else in the world.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like he played a Telecaster on the first 3 albums or something.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody started buying Les Pauls because they thought that's what he was playing.
His Les Paul was a gift from Joe Walsh.
Yeah, exactly.
He sold him for $100 or some stupid thing.
See, I'd like a cup. Here's James. I'd rather listen to Def Leppard over Zeppelin.
Now, no, Mr. Night Owl makes a comment right here. Rock and roll is supposed to be simple and fun. And that was what I was getting at the other night. About
Marty Stewart, he's cool.
My favorite rock and roll songs.
Uh-huh.
And I was talking about that one guitar channel where the guy just shreds for like an hour or two on live stream. Uh-huh. And after you've watched that once, it just repeats itself over and over and over and over, and he never actually ever plays a song.
Right.
It's just a loop of a bass loop and a drum loop, and then riffing over it mindlessly for 2 hours.
And you're describing me, yeah. Go ahead.
When you've hit every note on the guitar as fast as you can, what do you do now?
Wank.
Exactly. You just wank.
Now I got a question on here that, there are a lot of folks that are out there that I have never heard of. Why? Because I'm a country guy. Okay. A lot of you probably know that. A lot of you may not, but that's just what I grew up on. That's what I grew up on playing. I don't know who half the other people are because I have no idea who the fuck they are. Is that any fault of anybody's? Nope. It's just not what I was into. It's like with Ed, he listens to all the people that I've never heard of. He asks me all the time, and then I'm into this and I like this, and it's like I have no idea who the fuck it is, but I'm glad you're into something. But somebody down here, you guys are going to be like, what? Somebody asked, do I like Marty Stewart? Yeah, I love his band, The Fabulous Superlatives. Nobody out there knows who the fuck they are, but that's a band from hell. Guitar player just tear you a new one, but nobody knows who it is. Just rips you a new hole. You might go check some of that out. Do yourself a flavor. Anybody that is just likes music, check out Marty Stewart with the Fabulous Superlatives and come see me in a week and say, thanks, Scott. You're welcome. And in the meantime, again, I don't know who a lot of people are, and that's okay. You don't have to leave the chat because I don't know who your favorite person is yet. But maybe you'll turn me on to somebody. I'm not against learning old things. I don't want to learn anything new. I'll learn something old, but there's nothing new out there that I care to check out. So in the meantime, I'm going to have Duncan and Ed say their goodbyes, and I'm done. And James Sanders, write me and let's get your t-shirt out to you. Appreciate you, all your super chatters. Appreciate you guys so much. And I'll be getting more shirts for everybody. Why? Because it's just the easiest thing I do is, or the most fun thing I do is sit around and with Duncan and try to figure out new ways to make these shirts even groovier. So you guys enjoyed being here, and you guys say bye.
Bye.
Well, yeah, everybody, thank you so much for coming to the channel and listening to Dr. Groovy just gibber on, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
About stuff and things, doing his fantastic animal impressions. They're always great. Maybe next week we'll get some new ones. So, yeah, thank you very much, everybody. And thank you so much for all your super chats. I mean, for God's sake, support the channel because otherwise we won't just fucking do it anymore. Simple as that. And we want more members. We need more members to the channel so we can do some yeah, well, we don't want that one. We want paying members, Scott, not the ones you slap on the table. No, we want some more members so we can start doing the secret stuff that nobody ever gets to see. People are asking, Ed, are you going to do an after show tonight? You said you were.
We're going to discuss it. No, I'm not prepared, but I'll discuss that with Scott. If it does happen, it'll happen within the next 15 or 20 minutes. I would just like to say one final thing to everybody.
I'm up
Thank
for
you
it.
for coming, or however you reacted.
It's just the way I'm sitting.
Oh, let the good times roll, man. If we have an after show, I'm up for it. We'll see what happens with Ed.
I think we might. Give me a minute. I got to get myself organized.
You got to take a shit. That's what you're saying. I'm going to have some Rottweiler. What are you going to do, Dunk?
I'm gonna sit by the end crawl button so I can press that. So everybody say good night.
Good night, everybody. Good night, Dunk. Good night, Ed. I'll see you all in a little bit. And my accent just blows, dog.
It does.
Hey, right?